All right, so what do we got here? Looking, bam. Okay. All right, so basically he's going up in the air, and then we need to do the whole stretching and squashing, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, he lands on, okay, this frame. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rotate this so I key it so that's it's running perpendicular to the ground here. And then also I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna move this down to make a key here. And then I'm gonna go we'll go one frame before and stretch a little, and then go a frame before that, and I'm just gonna set this back to 0. Okay, so that way it's good, stretch, squash. And then we're going to need another stretch here. And then this is also going to need to go in the direction of the bounce. So boom, stretch, and then this is going to get set back to 0 again. Okay, so it goes boom, boom, and okay, I'm going to take this and I'm going to rotate it in the direction it's coming down in. And then we'll take the squash a little bit. I'm going to go one before, stretch it a little bit, not too crazy, go one before, and set it to 0. So that way it's stretch, squash, and then we'll do a slight stretch just as like a kind of recovery. And then we're going to go back to 0 again. Okay. And I'll leave that there right now because it doesn't really affect it. Okay. Then he's going to go... Okay. Alright, so I'm going to say that this goes like that, just so that it's staying there. And then we're going to make this, I'm thinking, we'll say it's good here. So I'm going to key it so it's 0 there, and then right to where it pops. So right, okay, at 116, I'm going to key this sort of kind of flat. I wonder if I should, I don't know. I'm trying to think how this would look best. It'll stay like that. And then, so it's going to pop at 16. So at 17, I'm going to go ahead and make it in the direction that it's going. And then we're also going to make this stretch. Stretch. I'm going to go for a couple of frames, and then we'll 0 it out. And then I'm going to take this guy and E for rotate, so it's in the right direction. And then we'll squash it here. Go one before and stretch it. Boom, boom. And then we'll stretch a little. And then we'll go back to settle. All right. Okay. And we'll see what that looks like. Good. Okay. So obviously I would do more than just that, but it gives kind of the idea of it. It looks like it's trying to traverse my name, which apparently is quite difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to show. I'm going to go to none. I'm sorry, not show none. Show all. Show NURBS curves. I want it off. So that way I just see this. I'm going to go ahead and turn on this. This is like anti-aliasing. It's going to make it look nicer. This is actually blur, which is kind of cool. This will create a shadow. It's ambient occlusion, but it'll look nicer. See how, like, if you look right there, you can kind of see a shadow. Watch when I turn this off. See the shadows being turned on. So whenever a surface touches another surface, it creates a sort of shadow. It's not actually a shadow, but it's kind of like a shadow. And you can see how it's blurring the frames, which makes it look nicer. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this little ball here. This shows what the framing is. And I'm just going to make sure that I can see, actually I'm only doing this part, so I'm just going to make sure that I frame this as nice as possible. So I'm happy with it. Okay. I'm going to say it's good enough. I don't really care. And it gets finished. I'm going to say 135 is going to have this go to. Okay, so it goes to 135. All right, so that looks good. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play blast this out. So I'm just going to right click. I'm going to go play blast. I'm going to hit the option box. And what I want you to do is turn show ornaments off. That means like this is an ornament. Things that are like on the heads up display. And its format, we're going to make it a QuickTime. So QuickTime. Encoding, make H.264. It's just it's a codec that's good at compressing but keeps good quality. Quality, make it 100. Display size, you can do from Windows fine. Scale, make sure it's 100. By default, I think it's 50%. Bring that up to 100. Frame padding doesn't matter. Now, you can leave on remove temporary files, but check on save to file. That's probably off by default. What that means is that normally when you make a play blast, it'll make the play blast, a little window will pop up, and you can watch it, but as soon as you exit out of it, that's it. Like, you don't see it anymore. This will actually save it. So it actually becomes a file that you can keep. So it's a good idea to do that. So, and then I'm going to hit browse. And, it's going to save right to my movies folder. So that's fine. I'm going to save it right to my movies folder. And you can see of my project folder. So I know right where it is. And I'm just going to call it my last name, underscore. We're going to call it ball obstacle course. Okay. And hit save, and then play blast, and it's going to play blast the this out, and boom, and there we go. Now, I think when you do it this way, because I had it actually save, it doesn't actually make it pop up automatically like the other ones do. So all you got to do though to watch it is actually go find it. So it should be right here. It should be right in your project folder. So I'm going to open my project folder, and it saves my movies to movies. So I just made a movie. So I'm just going to kind of open this up with QuickTime. And there it is. And now I can hit play. I'll hit Control L or Command L, and I could see my video. And there it is. It looks okay. It's not the greatest, but it definitely gets the idea across. Okay? And that's basically what you need to do for your assignment. Something like that. Okay? Make sure you play around with the timing. Try to be as creative as possible. I'd rather you thought outside the box and didn't do the assignment than to, just do bare bones what exactly I asked for. Okay? Try to make it as interesting as possible. All right? That's it.